Hello, I am Mrs. Kusma Sihiremat, TGT English of JNV Yadgiri. I am now going to present e-content for the lesson Fire, Friend and Foe of Class 7 English.
When he hears that fire alarm, Sam is always cool and calm. If you're stuck, give him a shout. He'll be there to help you out. So move aside, make way for Fireman Sam Day. Fireman Sam cuts straight to the core. Sam is the hero next door.
In this lesson, we are going to learn about the origin of fire, the sources of fire and its creation, uses of fire and the dangers caused by it. And also we have the prevention measures to be taken to control fire. The early sources of fire are lightning, volcanoes, and stones or two dried branches of trees. Early man didn't know what fire was. Before he began to use fire, he must have watched lightning and volcanoes. Fire was dangerous and powerful, and so he was frightened of it. What really made the early man be afraid of fire? He was afraid of it because it must have puzzled him. He thought it was dangerous and he thought it was powerful. For the early man, fire was not known to him. He didn't know how to use fire to cook his food, so he ate raw food. Then later on, he realizes what fire is. What's fire? As you know, fire is a result of chemical reaction. How does a chemical reaction take place? It is when oxygen in the air combines with carbon and hydrogen in the fuel, a chemical reaction takes place. Let's have a look at the chemical formula. Then, what are the three things needed to make fire? It's fuel, oxygen and heat. The examples of fuel are coal, cooking gas, wood and petrol. To make fire we need oxygen, and this oxygen comes from the air. The third thing needed to make fire is heat. To produce heat, what else do we need? We need a lighted match. You might have noticed that every fuel takes its own time to begin to burn. For example, a paper burns quickly. If you take coal, it takes some time to produce that heat. The temperature at which the fuel begins to burn is a flash.
Don't shine, awesome, kind of like Han Solo. Hello, my name is Jimmy Pop and I'm a dumb white guy. I'm not old or new, but middle school, 5th grade, like junior high. I don't know, mofo, if y'all peeps be fucking giving props to my hoe, cause she fly, but I can take the heat, cause I'm the other white meat known as Kid Funky Fried. Yeah, I'm hung like planet Pluto, hard to see with a name.
There is a famous saying about fire. It is said, fire is a good servant but a bad master. There are many uses of fire. We use fire in our day-to-day life. The main purpose of fire is to cook our food, warm our homes in winter, to generate electricity and to light our houses. In the same way, we have many disadvantages of fire also. Every year, there are thousands of shops and houses which get burnt. miles and miles of forest get destroyed. There are many injuries caused to the people and animals because of fire. Every year, many people lose their lives because of fire. When fire gets out of control and starts damaging or destroying or burning our forests, our houses, our surroundings, etc., we can take some steps to control this fire. To stop fire from spreading, the best way is to take away one of the fuel which is required to make fire. Another way of preventing fire from being spread is by preventing oxygen from reaching it. When fire catches a person, the best way to put out fire is by covering him with a damp blanket or a sack. Some other measures which we can take to control fire are using of carbon dioxide or spraying of water. Here's a caution. It's very dangerous to use water to put out fire caused by electrical appliances or onto an oil fire. When a house is on fire, or a haystack is on fire, or a shop is on fire, or a forest is on fire, we immediately run for the assistance of fire brigades. Bands of firefighting workers with special equipment are known as fire brigades. They are there.
If you call 999, they're gonna be there on time. Just call 999, and they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there on time.
Helicopters help rescue. These clever dogs can sniff out a person lost without a friend.
Man has fear about fire. To put out this fear about fire, man has been worshipping fire in many parts of the world.
How to use a fire extinguisher.
Let's learn.
Accidents happen. Be prepared to fight your own fire by learning how to use a fire extinguisher. You will need courage, calm, and a fire extinguisher. Step 1. Know how fire extinguishers are classified. Class A extinguishers are for common combustibles like paper or wood. Class B are for flammable liquids, and Class C are for electrical fires. The Red Cross recommends ABC classified fire extinguishers for home use. Step 2. Inspect the fire extinguisher before use. Read instructions and warnings, check that the pressure gauge needle is in the green portion of the gauge, and check for a seal or other damage. A fire extinguisher won't work if it's not properly charged. The pressure gauge measures the charge. Step 3. Decide if you'll evacuate or stay and fight the fire. Consider the size of the fire, the amount of smoke in the room, and whether there is a reliable escape route. 4. Remember the acronym PASS: aim, squeeze, and sweep. Step 5. Pull the pin or ring that unlocks the fire extinguisher's operating handle and aim the extinguisher at the base of the fire. Aim at the fire from 6 to 8 feet away. Squeeze the extinguisher lever to discharge its contents and sweep the hose back and forth until the extinguisher is empty. Food Network star Alton Brown used a carbon dioxide fire extinguisher, a water cooler bottle, and a tennis racket to make a fruit smoothie on television.
This is mock fire drill presented by Karnataka Fire and Emergency Services for national level fire and evacuation drill in schools, which was held in our school on 21st
called DCP. So ಈ DCP ಪೌಡರ್ ಯಾವ ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ ಯಾವುದೋ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೆದರಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಗೋದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಬೆಂಕಿಗಳು ಪಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ನೀರನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ನ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿಗಿಂತ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಪ್ಲಂಜರ್ ನಾಬ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸುಮಾರು 20 ಅಡಿ ದೂರದವರೆಗೂ ನಾವು ಬೆಂಕಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.